Hi guys and welcome to the Ridecast. My name's George, a lot of you will know me as Sharky. The aim of these podcasts is to bring you stories from people and personalities from all walks of life, from social media to people who are well known within the bike industry. Now, I guess you could say behind the visor. So let's get into this episode. Episode 1. So this has been a long time coming, to say the least. Now, my name's George, a lot of you know me as Sharky.
Liam, most of you know me as Sir Revs A Lot.
Now, the first thing I wanted to get into is why we created this podcast in the first place. Now, how long have we spoke about doing this podcast for, honestly?
Oh, I don't even know. Probably a year, if not longer. It's been ages.
It's one of them things where you talk about something for so long and then nothing really comes into fruition. You talk the idea, but then never put the things in place.
Yeah, we've always got stuff going on, haven't we? We're just like, yeah, we'll do it next week, and then it's just never got there.
I think I'm guilty of it as well. Like, I'll get an idea and then go, I'm going to start doing this, and then get another idea, and that gets forgotten about.
Back burner,
said this the other day, didn't he?
Back burner.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it took a while to get this up and running, but here we are. So, the reason why we started the podcast, now me personally, I feel that a lot of podcasts you watch now, it's always the sort of the big names, the celebrities, if you like, the racers. It's not really sort of relatable in a sense. So I thought, why not do the podcast where it's people who are relatively well connected, it's relatable, and you're more likely to meet somebody like us at your local bike meets versus the guys who are racing, who are professionals.
Yeah,
you're not connected.
We're more like relatable people. We're just normal people with normal jobs and normal families. We may have a following, but it's not massive.
We don't get paid.
We're just normal people.
We don't get paid for this.
Yeah,
this is enjoyment for us.
Yeah.
Like, I love being behind the camera, and I'm not shy to admit that. I'm a bit of a poser. But I do like being behind the camera. So this to me is, I'm going to enjoy this sort of stuff. So yeah, that's it. And for sort of future episodes, I think I'd like to be getting people in from sort of all walks of life when it comes to motorcycle stuff, because I don't just want this to be purely based around motorcycles. I want to have people on who are from motorcycle backgrounds, who used to be in motorcycle backgrounds. You've got life stories. It's kind of a nice mix of things.
That's where you want to be. All them life stories make really good entertainment, obviously, but people learn a lot from things, and they can teach other people a lot of other things to do with bikes, to do with loads of other things.
Yeah, there's a lot to be learned, and I think there's a lot of things connected through biking that a lot of people don't think about. We could sit for ages and go through it, whether it's relationships, friends, I don't know, mental health. There's so many things that come into it.
Yeah,
I think that'd be really nice to explore.
It's a big web that leads into many places.
Yeah, 100%. So it'd be nice to get people who, like I say, are big on the social media side, who are big on the life coaching side, who are just from all sort of areas, whether they're here, the other end of the UK, over the other side of the planet, like wherever they are. It'd be nice to get insights from everybody.
Yeah.
So that's the sort of general goal of what I'd want to see anyway. But let's talk about you to start with. What was your first ever experience on a bike?
Well,
I think when is the big point.
I don't even know how old I was. Actual first time I rode a bike with actual gears, I think I was like maybe 12, and it was a little Kawasaki KX 125 off-road bike. Didn't have a clue how to ride it.
How many years ago was that, if you were 12?
Many, like over 20, so like 23 years ago, like nearly your age. And obviously I didn't know how to use a clutch. So I had to get pushed along, get going. I just stayed in first, and I thought it was the best thing ever. Didn't ride a bike again for ages. Wasn't really interested. Good mate of mine, James, was riding a little 125 on a CBT, and I said to him, I think I want to do that. That's wicked. And he was like, you don't need anything. You don't need a theory. You don't need anything. You just go and do a CBT. You can do it. And at that point in my life, money wasn't great. I didn't really have a lot of money. I was working loads of hours. Amri was pregnant. Kids on the way. Blah, blah, blah. So I was like, cheap, easy, let's do it. Done it. Got on a 125. I read it for about a month, and I was like, I need to go bigger. This is not going to cut it. I'm not exactly a small guy. 125 struggles.
You like Danny, ain't you?
Yeah, you've got to wring its neck to get it anywhere.
Donkey Kong in a barrel.
And I was like early 20s then. And I thought, all right, let's look at a big license. And it was like, do your A2, wait 2 years, do your full license. And I was like, I'll just wait 2 years and do my full license when I'm 24.
Oh, so you waited until you could do your A?
Yeah, so I've done 2 years on a 125, and I went straight full license at 24.
And what did you get?
790 Duke.
Okay. So you stayed went down the old KTM route?
Yeah, I stayed Team Orange. I was bleeding orange for a bit then. I just like the look of them then. And obviously just haven't been off a bike since. No car, just live life on a bike.
That's a good point to know as well. You've never had a car license.
I don't have a car license.
Have you ever driven a car?
I can drive. So I've done driving lessons when I was like 17, 18. Just never got around to doing my test. Couldn't be bothered. So I was like, no, I don't want to do it. But then a bike, I was like, test straight away. I'm not messing about. This is where I'm going. Never done my car license. Keep saying, I'll do it. Never do it.
Have you regretted never doing your car license?
In some aspects, yes. Like today, like if I want to take my daughter to football and it's chucking it down in rain, she's like, do I have to? It's chucking it down. It's cold. But then, as soon as the weather's nice, it's like I wouldn't even touch a car.
No, I agree with you on that. Like, I remember when I had my car. Like, I had the van for work, had my car, but if the sun was out, car weren't getting used.
Yeah, you got no chance.
It was bike every time. And if it was hammering down, I wasn't using the car, using the van.
Yeah. But when was your first time on a bike though?
My first time, I was 16 at my mate's yard, and one of his mates had rocked up on a little 125 KTM. Don't ask what it was, I just knew it was KTM.
Yeah. Orange.
He's like,
it's always KTM.
Yeah. He's like, do you fancy going it? I was like, I ain't got a license, didn't have a car license, didn't have nothing. He's like, I'd be right, just go up and down the road on it. I was like, right, okay. So I'm up and down this yard. Well, I wasn't up and down the yard straight away. I'd stalled it 6 times before I'd even got it off the mark.
Kangaroo in it.
They're like laughing, pointing fingers. And I'm like, yeah, it's great for you because you know how to ride it. Like, at least teach me. So then when he explained it, it stuck in my head ever since he said it. He said, your foot is your gear, your hand is your clutch. Flip opposites when you're in a car. Treat it the exact same. I was like, do you know what? It kind of makes sense.
It does make sense.
And then it started to go a lot easier. And then I definitely didn't go out on the A5 because that would be stupid and illegal. Yeah. But it was a good laugh. And I thought, I could see myself in one of these one day. And then I didn't touch a bike then for 5 years till I was 21. And then jumped on my first ever lesson. I've done my CBT on a SV650S, which was nuts. First proper bike I'd ever been on.
That's a big jump. From a 125 to a twin 650 is like, that's a jump.
That was psycho behaviour, but I loved it. It was brilliant. I think at that point then I was like, that's it, I'm hooked on this. I think you know straight away.
Yeah, don't take long.
So yeah, that had happened. And truthfully, I'd only done that because I went through a horrific breakup and was like, right, go for my bike licence. Like, I've always watched my uncle with bikes. Now
there's usually a reason for most people anyway to go, you know, I'm just going to jump on a bike, and it's something bad happening, something good happening, and that's it. So there's always a reason for you to go, 2 wheels is the way I'm going to go.
Yeah, it's rare.
Usually. It's
rare that it's just, they look cool, I think I'd enjoy that, I'm going to go for it. There's usually a big change out of nowhere.
Yeah, something usually happens.
Right, I'm doing it. Because like my family, I don't know about like your side of stuff, but they were like anti-bikes.
Oh yeah, massive.
Anti-bikes.
Yeah.
My uncle had a real bad accident, I think 2006. You know Rooksley roundabout in Milton Keynes?
Yeah.
So as you come off there, he was doing some shorts and a t-shirt, and then this woman had pulled out. He went straight into the back of her on an R1. He went onto the roof, onto the windscreen, dragged down the road. I mean, he got glass all in his skin. Like, he's still got glass in his skin now. Yeah. It doesn't happen often, but like he'll get times where he'll feel something. He'll press down either side, and a bit of glass will come out of his skin. From 2006.
Yeah, that's like, it's been there for ages. My family's like super anti-bike. No one in my family's ever ridden a bike. My cousin on my dad's side, she married a biker, Harley rider. When I don't know how old I was primary school age, so God knows what age. When he went out, he got ran over by someone in an Asda lorry that fell asleep. Ran him over. So that obviously, I didn't really know the guy when I was that young, didn't really know him that much. That put all of my family on, no, bikes, that's it. Bikes end lives, that's it, nothing else.
It's usually one bad thing, and that's it. Everyone's like, exile, got to get rid of it. Yeah, same with my uncle. That happened, and that was it, no bikes.
As soon as I got a bike, my dad was like, super angry, like absolutely livid with me.
Well, when I went through the breakup, I said to my nan and granddad, I was like, look, I want to do my bike licence. They went, you are not getting that bike licence. My granddad was like, you bring a bike back to this house, I'm smashing it up on the driveway. And I was like, oh, I can't do it. And then literally, not even a day later, I went, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to tell anyone. I called my uncle. I was like, Adam, if I do my bike licence, he's like, you ain't even got to say it, you can keep it at my house. I was like, cheers. Yeah. Hung straight up, booked my CBT straight away. And yeah, what are we now? 28, 7 years riding.
Yeah.
Which is mad.
I'm years in.
But it baffled me because I done my first ever CBT. I was on the SV650S, And then when I got my A2 license, because I'd done the A2 first, I was 21, I had to jump on a CBR 500.
Yeah, so you go down.
I went down a level, and I'm like, right, okay. But then, like you were saying earlier, I then fast-tracked the 2 years. I say fast-tracked it. I'd done the 2 years, and then jumped onto my A license when I was 23.
Yeah. So that does make, yeah. So I do wish I started earlier, like done my A2 and then A1, because I feel like if I had a bike earlier, it would have been better for me.
Ah, see, I think the other way. If I'd have got a bike earlier, I'd have been worse off. Because I'd done the A2 first, I'd done my 2 years. Then when I was 23, I got my A license, but I jumped on, I had the R1.
Yeah.
So that was my first proper bike.
Yeah.
I know, look, CBR 500 is a bloody good bike in its own right, but going from 48 brake to 180.
I was going to say, that's like
it's a big
nearly
jump.
quadrupling your power.
Yeah, it's Corsa to Lambo level.
Yeah,
it's the exact equivalent of that.
I think most people don't realise how fast that is. Like some people that don't ride, you just go, yeah, it's 1,000 cc. And then how many horsepower? 180. Oh, my car's got 220.
Yeah, I know.
That's nothing, mate.
Yeah, but it's a fifth of the weight of your car.
Yeah,
like, it's a big jump. But no, I've done that. But like I say, if I'd have done, because you can do your A2 at 19, can't you? And you can hold it for 2 years, and 21 you can do your A license.
Or just if you can go and then or direct access at 24, you can go straight to whatever.
I promise you now, if I'd had an R1 at 21, we would not be doing this video right now.
Yeah, to be fair, thinking about it, when I was.
And don't get me wrong, I know you get the Americans who can jump on whatever bike they want, but look at the fatalities on bikes as well.
My life at 19, 20 probably wasn't a good idea to be on a big bike. I would have done some stupidness.
Yeah, this
bad time of life.
Yeah, see, for you, that sort of stuff. For me, just because I was an idiot and used to think I was invincible. I still do, but I've got a bit more.
No, I'm outgrowing that now. Speed is just not for me anymore. I'm about the ride still, but not getting there as quick as I possibly can.
So I'm smack bang in the middle of the
peak. Yeah, you're coming down. Yeah, you're going to meet me soon, maybe.
At some point.
I feel like we've come a long way, both of us, from even 2 years ago. Like, I was riding stupid, fast, and then things have happened over the last couple of years where I've crashed. And
I was going to say, you had your big one, didn't you? I say
it was big enough.
Good enough. Yeah.
It was big enough for me to open my eyes a bit and go, time to sort my life out, time to stop riding like that and go back to having fun riding, but not at silly speeds. Because ironically, I was riding silly in the morning, and then when it got to the point where it was like, right, we're going to chill now on the way home, that's when I came off. And it's like, if I was doing the speed I was doing earlier, I wouldn't have a leg. I wouldn't have any. Like, it could have ended.
So this is the thing. I feel like it does one of two things. Like, yours obviously opened your eyes a lot.
Yeah.
When you had that, but like when I crashed, do you remember I crashed the R1 at the roundabout, the racecourse roundabout?
Yeah.
2 months later, I rebuilt it. I was like, right, I need to get back on the pace again. Get back straight into track days.
Yeah, so you're still trying to get them seconds down.
I'm still trying to shave time off.
Still can't be tempted.
But it was, my mate Corey was the one who said to me, get yourself a track bike. He said, if you're riding like a prat on the road, he said, get a track bike and go do it somewhere safe. I'm like, I don't know if I can enjoy it. He's like, if you enjoy it on the road, you'd enjoy it on track.
Yeah.
Best thing I ever done. Because,
that does change people.
Well, because that crash was just from me racing my mate back. And I shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit the gravel and washed out. But if I weren't trying to take a race line and really crank it over, it had never happened.
I think when you're at that speed as well, obviously things come and go so fast. You haven't got time to react to that speed.
Well, you know the bit where
on the road. Anyway.
When you get to that roundabout, I literally tried tucking left curb, inside roundabout curb to then take the left curb again as I was going out to try and straight light.
Corner, that.
And that you can't do it. But I thought you could.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird roundabout to be. The most. Then the left and the left curb and the middle of it, they're quite close, aren't they? It's quite a bit of a swing round on that entrance to the race course. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, when you actually go around it at a normal pace, you realise it's probably not a race line.
Yeah, it's not got the best race line.
Yeah, not the best.
Apex in that, it's not great.
But like you say, it does open your eyes massively, and I think riding with people in general, I think opens your eyes a lot because you see the good, the bad, the ugly. You see everything with group riding.
Yeah, so I went from riding on my own quite a lot, obviously commuting, and then it was like I'd go to like car meets with like my mates because none of my mates had a bike. Like the lad who I started riding with, he got rid of his bike, got a car, got a van, and he was like, "Oh, I don't really want a bike anymore." Yeah. Met a girl and she was like, having a bike, and he was like, "Fine." Riding on my own quite a lot, obviously, like I say, commuting, and then met a guy that I was at work. I was feeding his son at a nursery, and he said, "You should come out of us. If you want to come out of us, join our group. We're a really nice bunch of lads." And I was like, "Yeah, all right." And that was the first time I'd ridden socially with people and not just to go to work. And it did change me quite a lot to have that group of people seem to become family very fast, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it. I used to do a lot of car culture. I used to be always at the car meets with my car, even when I was younger, before I was into bikes. Well, I say before I was into it, before I actually got a bike. And the bike scene is massively different to the car scene.
Yeah. I've
take
never been in the car scene as a car driver, but I've seen it, and it's very opposite to bike life. You know what I mean? Like the bike family is totally different to car.
Well, I've been in that car club where it's just you and your 3 or 4 mates that you're in your WhatsApp group with. And you're like, come on, let's go to the meet on a Friday, let's go. So you're all getting there, but then you don't really speak to anyone. You kind of keep yourselves to yourselves.
Yeah, you're in your close-knit group.
Whereas you take Brew Point, you get there, how many people can you walk past before someone either stops and says hello or wants to have a chat with you?
Yeah, like it's a
big difference.
Even before I had like a social media following, let's say, it was like, you just talk to anyone. You could literally just pull up the guy next to you, no matter what bike it is, pretty much, you can have a chat with them.
Yeah.
And it's usually one of the nicest conversations you'll ever have with just a random guy.
Yeah. I had it at Jack's Hill the other day when I come to pop up and see you while he was up there.
Yeah.
Literally popped in there, some bloke stopped, had a chat with him for a bit. Oh, is that your bike? Yeah. So we're having a chat for ages. He didn't even ride bikes.
No, that's what I mean.
He's in that bike culture.
Yeah,
where
he likes
it.
Yeah. That does make sense.
He probably thinks the same thing. I look at all these bikers. I ain't got a bike, but they're still giving me the time of day.
Yeah.
Which you don't get it with the car stuff.
Yeah, it's like I say, when I used to go to car meets, like I'd be the only bike there. Like I'd say hello to the other bikers there. There weren't many of them. But then, it was just all me and my mates together. Like you wouldn't reach out. You wouldn't just go to a random guy and they'd go, you all right, mate? They'd be like, who are you?
Nice Fiesta ST with your 3.14
yeah,
mate.
Who are you? What? Do you know me? No. Oh, leave me alone then. All right, whatever.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. How did you find going from riding on your own to riding with a group? Because when you say about your mate, was it just the two of you that rode? And then...
very, very short time as well, because he was like probably not even 6 months, and his CBT ran out, and that was it. He was like, I'm done now. And
then you were straight back to riding on your own?
Yeah.
How long was you riding on your own for?
Long time, years.
How many years do you reckon?
2, 3.
Okay. And then what was your first group ride?
I think it was Brew Point, actually. I think with you. I think you turned up on a pink R1 in trainers, ripped jeans, and an MGK hoodie.
That was
99%.
That was the day before I crashed the race course.
Yeah, and I was like, I pulled up in like full gear, top to bottom, and I was like, who's this kid on this R1? He is either very fast or very stupid, or both.
I still remember seeing the video that Dom put up. Literally that day that we all got to Brew Point, I remember it, my white Converse. There's loads of traffic cones coming up, and I've thrown it. And as I've thrown it, the bike was tipped. And I thought, if that goes wrong, like I look back now on the days I used to go out in shorts and a t-shirt, even on my Honda, I used to scrape the foot pegs. And you think, if that goes wrong,
it's game over.
It's cringeworthy looking back at it. That's why I say to Danny, I swear to God, if you end up getting your bike license and you even consider going out anything like that,
you learn them lessons the hard way. And sometimes you think, whatever, mate, I ain't gonna. Well, crash.
I nearly did.
Yeah, I ain't gonna crash, mate. I'm gonna wear whatever I like. And then that day you crash, you go, I won't be doing that again. Yeah. I will be wearing full gear top to bottom.
Well, that day I crashed, if it weren't for my mate saying to me, I am not going out with him unless I put my levers on, I'd have hit that roundabout hard in shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah, it'd have been game over.
Sod that.
But that first ride, I'm pretty sure it was Brew Point. Obviously, I only knew Mikey, didn't know anyone else. Turned up, he weren't there. People started arriving. Dom turned up, and I was like, I've watched his skis on YouTube, actually. Is he? Oh, he's with us. I was like, I don't know what's going on here. Loads of random people turn up. Again, didn't know anyone. All of them walk over, shake your hand, nicest people in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it was like, these people are actually all right. They're really nice blokes. The ride there was all right. It was like not pace, but enough to be exciting and not boring.
But I think when you go for your first group ride anyway, any ride feels pacey because you're so used to doing what you want to do on your own terms.
Yeah.
It's different when you've got a group doing it. You kind of got to
if you've got someone else leading you, you're like, what's going on? Do I need to be close? Do I need to be far? If you've never ridden in a group. But now, us like go for a ride now, we already know what we're going to do before we even do it. You know what I mean? Me, you, and even if it's just me, you and Dom. I already know Dom's going to come over in a second. You sort of learn each other's like ways of riding. Yeah,
it does change. Like you say, it's
it makes you a better rider.
100%. And you learn a lot off of people.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You learn other things from other people.
Yeah, heck of a lot. As much as I don't like to admit it, Dom's road knowledge when it comes to his sort of roadcraft is quite good. So
Yeah.
it's nice picking little tips up of
It's
him
like I
from the
never
courses
filtered.
he's done.
Never used to filter when I used to commute because I was like, I don't know how to. I don't, can I? Never knew that was a thing.
I don't think I did, to be fair.
And then obviously when we started riding in a group, lads that had been riding a bit longer, a bit more experience, would be like, oh, you just filter through there. And now I don't even blink. Like, well, now I'm on the GS. I don't know. I'm not trying to filter it yet because it is the size of a tank. But
yeah,
obviously, like, everybody, I'll get comfortable with it. I'll be fine. But filtering's just second nature. I don't even think about shall I filter. I'm already doing it. I'm like,
yeah,
I ain't waiting. That looks tight. Yeah, I'll get through there.
I like the filtering. I like the filtering now. Like when we was coming back the other week from Banbury Way,
Yeah,
you got the lorry. It's like, yeah, cheers.
yeah, that's it. But yeah,
Slinging it through.
that's why I can't. Like, I can't do a car, mate. Like, when we go to London, I could not think of anything worse than driving around somewhere like that. It's bad enough.
Will you
on a
think
bike.
how bad it was when we went on the bikes and you're at the 20s and it's a killer? But London's not the best place to go around with at the best time of year, like middle of summer on a bike. It's still a nightmare to go around.
Yeah, that's why we go in January when it was 1 degree.
Yeah, that was a clever idea, wasn't
it? Riding home and it's
jeans
like...
and my Knox jacket and I'm like, oh, I'm shaking.
How long are we on this road for? About 2 hours. Oh, no. What's the matter? It's -1, George. I had heated grips and a heated seat, and even I got like 20 minutes and I thought, this is going to be rough.
Yeah, I decided to get a bit of a shift on that day, didn't I?
Yeah, that was
tough.
That was a hard day. That was a hard ride home.
Tough. But no, group rides, I think my first one was, funnily enough, Tobacco Dock.
See, I was meant to come to that.
What was it, the bike shed? Or
yeah,
no?
was it? Yeah, that is the bike shed, Tobacco Docks. And I was meant to come to that one because someone else I know went to that one, but I got a screw in my tyre. And I was like, I don't want to risk riding on the way down there, and I can't get a tyre till the day after.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't. I'll leave it.
Yeah, that was my first ever ride.
Lad I know, Luke, went with you lot. I think he was on an R1 then, an Oxford one piece, absolute loony bin.
He was the one who'd gone down the inside of the little chevron bit on the M1.
Oh, did he?
I weren't on comms then, and I'm kind of glad because James, who introduced me to everyone, was like flaring his arms, going on a mad.
Yeah, I can imagine James was.
And now I know what James is like. I can only imagine some of the stuff that's coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, even when I first started riding with James, obviously
he's got no filter.
Yeah,
so
like
good.
Which I think's great. I love that. Like I've ridden with him loads now.
But he's so straight to the point.
Yeah,
you know
which
exactly
is good.
Where you stand with him.
It's like I've done some like gone through weaving through traffic or filtering through traffic or going a little bit quick, and all I hear in the comms is James go, "Oh, for God's sake, here he goes." I'm like, he loves it. I do love James. He's a good lad.
He's a good laugh.
This is what I mean. Group rides. I think riding in a group, you meet so many people that are from different walks of life that you still get on with. You form bonds with. You're not on your own anymore. You know what I mean?
No, not at all.
Which is massive for some people. Like loneliness is a big thing.
Yeah, it's what a lot of people get out in groups when they can. I mean, like I'm very similar to you. So I didn't ride with anybody when I first started. I got my license and was just straight out. I used to, again, because my nan and granddad hated it, and I was keeping my bike at my uncle's. I used to drive to my uncle's house in Milton Keynes, get on the bike, and then go out. But I'd be on my own for hours and hours. I'd get back at like 12, 1 in the morning. Like one of my mates used to have. It wasn't a Golf R, it was the one down from that.
On GTI or something?
Yeah, something like that. So I used to give him a call because like me, it was called Charlie, and Josh, I used to knock about with all of them, don't see him anymore. But we was out every day. Like genuinely.
Yeah, I think when I first got my license, I was like riding.
Mate, people think we exaggerate this. Us three spent every single day with each other for nearly 8-9 months until I then bought this house and started to do my own thing. So time started to become a little bit more of a rare thing for me.
Yeah.
So it kind of faded out a little bit, and then we started doing it all again. But yeah, literally every day I'd go out on my bike until I was taking the bike back to my uncle's, and my nan was dropping off my cousins at my uncle's house. Ooh. So I'm going down the road, and I'm like, oh no. I'm like, I can turn around. I start turning around. My nan just goes, game over. I knew straight away.
You're in trouble, mate.
She was like, you wait till your granddad's back off holiday. I was like, no, nan, please.
Yeah, see, I've never had any like...
Mate, you didn't care.
No, yeah. None of my family have really been that bothered. Like my dad was a bit like, he was livid. Like he's never said you should get rid of it. You should stop. I think he came to terms with it quite quick. You know. What I mean?
No, they genuinely like. Nan was going mad, and I was thinking, oh great, my bike's getting smashed up. Granddad got back. He's like, I only said it because I didn't want you to ride it. I actually don't really care that much. I was like, what do you mean? So for years I didn't do this, but it's probably a good thing. It's like I say, if I'd got it younger, it'd have been worse off. But yeah, done that for 2 years, and then like I say, done the first ride down to Tobacco Dock. James brought me into the group, and then I see, same as you, I see Dom there because I was watching him on YouTube. And that's a story for another day because that's quite funny. The whole YouTube saga with me and Dom. But anyway, I see him, and then he's obviously looked over and gone, "Oh no, not this kid."
Not the jeans and trainers kid.
Yeah, and then fast forward, God knows how many years, it's all kind of worked out all right. But that was my first ever group ride.
Yeah.
And I sat right at the back with Dean. Like, I didn't want to go fast. I just wanted to see what it was like.
So that's another good thing
group.
about a group ride is if you've been riding on your own and just been pinning it everywhere, it slows you down. Because you're riding as a group, you know, if that person in the front, even if it is like a little bit of a pace, but it's still slower than what you would have been. And you learn a lot of roadcraft like that, you know what I mean?
I think a lot of the things as well is like, even though you've got your group that you're riding in, you've got your little subgroups.
Yeah.
The ones at the front usually like a bit of a play.
Yeah.
The ones in the middle are kind of just happy to like float about,
and do a bit
enjoy
of
the day. The ones at the back, to be honest, I think the one who sits right at the back of the group is probably the most capable rider out of every single one in that group. That's usually how it works out.
You can usually get to the front if they want to pretty quick.
Yeah, if they need to get somewhere, they'll chip off.
Thing.
Right, here's one for you then. Social media. Now, we do quite a lot on it. From events to general posts, all this good stuff.
Yeah.
When, where, and why did you start socials?
I couldn't tell you when. I've lost track of time. I don't know. I can't remember not doing socials, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I started doing it because I always like watching like older like vloggers like from a while ago, like Baron Von Grumble, like big one for me.
Yeah.
Watched loads of his stuff. Really liked him, just vlogging and riding. Learned a bit about riding there. It sort of dipped into other people on YouTube, and obviously the algorithm was sort of giving me all the same sort of stuff. And when you see someone local on there, you're always like, I know that road. You're automatically going to follow them because you think, oh yeah, and that was Dom.
Comes back to that relating thing, doesn't it? You can relate to it.
I know that road. I know that that's mere way or whatever. And I was like, oh, I know this geezer. Followed him for a while, watched his stuff on YouTube. Again, it was more like educational stuff he was posting more then. And then obviously when I got to meet him, I was fanboying a bit, and I was like, this is wicked. And he was like, you could do it. And I was like, yeah, I could. I could do that. And he was like, you're riding anyway, stick a camera on. You can make funny moments out of it. You can make serious moments out of it. If you want to start posting content, just post it. Yeah. And then I went on holiday once to Yarmouth, I think it was, with the kids. And it was one of them stupid, I don't know if you know, it's like loads of lights and you have to stack them to get to the top and you win a prize.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won a GoPro 10 on there. I don't know, it was like years ago, obviously, when they first came out, GoPro Hero 10. And I was like, got a camera now, I'm going to do it. Bought a chin mount. I don't even know where it was. I've got a cheap Amazon-y job. Just whacked it on there. Started posting everything. Well, it was just little silly things I was recording, making little stories, all like the wrong format. You know, let's just put it this way. I don't know. I didn't have a clue. Not obviously over the years, I've met all the other people and we've made more content together. And I've gone from like posting just stupid stuff, like skits or whatever. Just, I don't even know what you'd call it. Just silly stuff to make people laugh. To riding fast. And now it's like, I want to post stuff that's a bit more educational now, you know. I want to start teaching people that you can actually ride sensibly and it still be fun. You know, off-road stuff now is my thing. You can ride 20 mile an hour off-road and it feel like you're going rocket speed. It's totally different to riding on the road. Like, I feel like my content's changed over the years to what it used to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I only started posting because I thought it was a laugh and then sort of took it a bit more serious over the years.
Yeah, okay.
When it started slowly climbing up, it's only ever slowly climbed up, which is, I'm happy with that. I'm not bothered if I have 2,000 followers or 200,000 followers. It makes no difference to me. I've met a lot of people through social media and had really good, strong relationships with people through social media. And it has got me places and it has given me experiences I never would have got not having it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it. Mate, I get it. Like Italy, I would have never in a million years been able to go and have done that if it wasn't for having the social media, getting the following, and being invited to go and do it.
Posting,
you can't pay for that sort of stuff, and I think that's the
thing is, even if you could pay, sometimes you can't get access to things like that. Without being.
But I think that's the most rewarding and best part about the socials. It's not so much what you get either financially or free from it. It's the experiences you get from it.
And that is the big one.
And that's everything for me. The experiences you get out of stuff, which is it's huge.
Yeah, I think that's won me more, like life experience stuff. Like you do stuff, then you can you wear this and do you like it? Yeah, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
But the actual experience of, oh, we need content at Sweet Lamb. When we went to Sweet Lamb,
Yeah, Christ, that was a good little one.
you know what I mean? That's from social media, and that's from, we need content. You know,
Yeah.
we want you to ride this bike in the mountains of Wales. You've never really ridden off road before.
That was a surreal experience because
That was wicked.
not only was it the first proper time I'd done off roading,
Yeah,
we went from like bone dry, hammering down bone dry. It was like it was in its own
and then
climate.
it was like
as you
15
got higher.
degrees. One.
Yeah, just out of
Weird.
nowhere.
But that changed me. That did, and that I would never have done that without social media. And then I never rid off road before that day, apart from a scrambler when I was a kid. You know, and that has changed my perspective of how I want to ride and how I want to get through.
I went off roading on the Kawasaki, not by choice. I binned it.
Yeah, off roading through a gravel pit.
Yeah, I'm pretty well acquainted with gravel traps now.
Did you start socials about the same time as me, or just before?
It would have been there or thereabouts. So when
Close. Yeah.
When did you start?
Oh mate, I 20.
Did I meet you when I had the R1 when it was white and red?
No, it was pink.
Okay, so I started probably 3 months before I first met you then. So my first ever post on the page was just on my personal Instagram page.
Yeah.
With my
I
R1
didn't even have
out
Instagram
there.
then.
I hadn't like literally the R1 turned up, didn't have a license for it. I had to wait 4 months to get my license. Everyone thinks I went out on it. I didn't.
Yeah.
So it was just sat in my garden for 4 months.
Yeah, just looking at it through the window.
Stick it on the stand, turn it on, whack it through the gears. That was it. Like I remember taking it off of the ramp that the bloke had loaded it on, one of those like Brian James trailer.
Oh
things.
yeah.
I get it out and I just let the clutch out in first gear and thought, oh my God, this thing's rapid.
I've ridden it.
I was like, I've gone from 3 mile an hour clutch out to 7 and I'm like, this thing's going to be nuts.
Yeah, so
But that was the first one. So that was it. And then the only reason I ended up setting the page up was very similar to you. You know, we've done the old Christmas end of year, all the boys get together.
Yeah, yeah.
It was that night. So we're all sat there. I'm sat there with Dom, sat there with Lab. We're running through stuff. Lab was on like 2,000 followers. And like I said to you earlier, Dom was like, oh yeah, you'll overtake me one day, mate.
And now
it happened.
Tanked him.
He's tanked all of us put together.
Yeah, he probably has.
And then, it was them two who said, well, just do it. Because Lab was kind of toying with the idea of doing it properly. Don was like, just do it. He said, your content in the nicest possible way is going to be awful. He said, but as you post more, it will get better.
Yeah, like if I look back at my stuff when I first started posting, I'm like,
I deleted most of mine. I was that embarrassed.
It's all gone.
Yeah, all gone.
My first post, I didn't even have Instagram for ages. I was just posting stupid crap on TikTok. And I went out with Beefy one day, and Beefy was like, oh, I'll tag you on this picture that I took of you next to this plane when we went to Tail Western.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, I'll take this picture, I'll tag your Instagram. I was like, I haven't got an Instagram.
Yeah.
He was like, make one now. I was like, okay. And I've done the chef first. I was doing cooking stuff first, like knife skills and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it just went bikes.
It changed very quickly. Yeah. But no, that was my one. And then Don was like, do it. So I did. And he's like, no, not on your personal page. Set up a page.
Set up a
and that was when I went through the names of like R1, that with a 4 R1. And then
that changed quite a few times.
Then I was on Monster Fairing's website and was like, that fairing kit's sick.
Yeah.
So I ordered the shark. Like you wouldn't have even seen this. The first one I ever got was the red shark.
No, I've only known you to think I won.
So I had a red shark, but it had the BMW logos at the front nose cone.
Oh, okay.
I'd never twigged because I didn't really understand how all the brands worked and who they were and weren't partnered with.
Yeah.
So I had the red one, but like anything, when you order them from China, they take ages to come. And I thought I got scammed. So I ordered another set that was pink because I love the pink.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, that's sick. So ordered the second pink one. So no, I lied. The first one was through AliExpress. Shock. And then the second one was through Monster Fairings. I said, look, I've ordered these, but they've not turned up. I really like these, but do you do pink? And they was like, yeah, we can do that. Sick. So the red ones went on because they turned up. I was like, I'll worry about the pink ones after. And then the pink ones turned up. I was like,
red off.
Oh,
yeah.
They were straight in the skip, mate. I had a skip on the driveway from doing bits in the house. I was like, right, again, the skip. So then I got the pink ones, put the pink ones on there, and then done my first post on the page, which was the pink fairing sort of like splayed out on the floor.
like display. Yeah.
So that was the first post I'd done on there, and then that was what 3.5 years ago now.
Yeah, like I said, I'm probably about the same.
Something like that. It's gone very quick.
Yeah, so
very quick.
Like I say, I was TikTok then Instagram, and now I can't remember what the first thing I even put on TikTok was. I think it was me just absolutely revving the nuts off of my tracer for a time.
See, I don't get how my TikTok has ended up matching my Instagram because I never use TikTok.
Well, I don't now. I've got Instagram. I still post stuff on there, but
but TikTok's fell off.
I just go post. I don't ever look at it again.
Socially, I think TikTok's fell off.
If I'm going right, I'm going to sit down my phone. I'm not going to go. I'm going to sit through TikTok. I don't. I look at Instagram and I look at
I find it now
branded stuff and I look at whatever.
I find it like a sales platform.
Has gone a bit TikTok shop, isn't it?
Yeah, if it's not selling, it's not booming.
It's not making money.
You just feel like that's the way it's gone. Whereas like Instagram.
Thing is, I left TikTok ages ago because when it was like I was posting stuff and it was like dangerous.
Oh
right,
yeah.
I'm riding at 30 mile an hour. Like what?
Yeah.
I'm talking about something. My biggest video on TikTok was me riding past a police van, and that was it. And that got taken down because it was dangerous.
Yeah, I remember that whole phase when everyone was getting banned and shadow banned, and videos taken down.
Instagram.
I think everyone's kind of exiled it. If you've done anything adrenaline sport based, you just cut it off completely, didn't you?
Yeah, they just shot everyone down.
It didn't make any sense when they were doing that. But that was also around the same sort of time that they were trying to ban the app, weren't they? Like in America, they were trying to ban the app.
Yeah, there was a short time where things were like, is it going to go? Is it going to stay? Is it staying? Is it going? Nobody knows. So everyone was like, let's leave. Let's get on another platform that is definitely not going. And TikTok just...
What was that one that loads of people tried signing up for and then TikTok stayed?
I have no idea.
There was another app, wasn't there?
I didn't do anything else. Couldn't be bothered.
I can't remember what it's called now, but there was another app that people were signing up for.
I'm too busy for too many apps. Two's enough.
It does get like that, doesn't it? But yeah, that whole thing, going back to that, is like when I first started, when you talk about the videos and stuff like that earlier, like my Ace Pro and my X3 I've had since I started. And when Dom was like, yeah, you got to upload it in 9:16, I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah, and that's like now.
He's like, don't do it in 16:9. I'm like, mate, you're just shouting numbers. What does it mean?
I didn't get it at that time. I was just like, I just turn the GoPro on and press record, and then this way. If I do it that way, the bike's going to be the wrong way. No, you film it this way. I don't know what you're trying to say to me, mate.
Yeah, you can't like.
And now I'm just like, it's just like, how did I not know that?
Yeah, it's like anything. When you learn something and you get better at it, it just becomes second nature.
Yeah, of course.
You look at like me in photography, for example.
Yeah.
Obviously, you didn't manage to go to Germany, but you look at the photos from Germany, you think, ugh, I wouldn't pay for that. Yeah. And then you look at the stuff now, you're like, oh, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than what it was.
It's a bit better than. It's not bad. It's a lot better than what it was. It's not bad.
It's getting there. It's
gone past getting there.
I enjoy it. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it good as well. If you like doing it, it's not just, oh, for God's sake, I don't want to do this.
But I could, if you were to ask, like, would I change my current career to do that? If I could get good enough money out of that every year, doing the photography and all that sort of stuff, I'd do it tomorrow.
Yeah, of course, I get that.
Because I try and do it as much as I can, like to the point where I'm doing video content at work, I'm taking photos at work because I've really enjoyed that aspect of things. And you don't get to do it too much.
So I can take photos. My photos, when I take them, I think I look at them later and I go, "That just looks bad. The angle's bad." I don't know.
I get it because when I looked at the old photos, like when I had my first post of the R1 out there, I look at the photos with the cat that I took on my iPhone. I'm like, mate, wrong position, wrong angle, wrong this, wrong that.
Yeah,
unless you do it all the time, you don't
get that.
You don't really get that well acquainted with it.
Yeah, so even like when you took my photos before, I'm like, that looks sick. Why does that look so sick? I'm like, I couldn't even get anywhere close to that. But even if I had the camera, I wouldn't even know what
But do you know what the big difference is? How many photos did you take when you're trying to get the good one?
Probably 4.
Versus how many do I end up taking? Like 50?
40,000.
Yeah, this is what I mean. When you look at Brew Point, I'm like, yeah, you take when I'm doing fast shutter shots, I'm doing like 800 to 1,000.
Yeah, it's mad.
Per meet. And then like even when we go out, like that night we went up Milton Keynes and we had the reflective glass. We were taking photos there. I took nearly 140 photos there.
Yeah, and we were only there.
And we used like 5 each.
Yeah.
You end up using 5%.
When you go to Brew Point and you upload them onto the thing and you think, oh, there'll be like 40 on there, 40 people turned up. So
40 per person.
And it's like, 1,200. There's 1,200. I've got to find myself.
Yeah.
You have to sort of think, was I there before that person or after that person?
that was a bit of a flaw, that was. If I could have done it. It worked, but if I could have chosen a better way to do it, I would have had it either time slots, so you can go, oh, I got here at 6:15, you know where you're at, or I would have been able to do it in colours.
Yeah, I get it.
It just didn't warrant doing it because I've got to think of it time versus pictures bought, and it didn't make sense.
It makes sense, yeah, it does. Yeah.
So that we kind of curved that idea in the end, but that was that really. Going forward, what do you want to see on this podcast? Like you said earlier, like just a different group of people. To confirm this as well, like we're both going to be doing this podcast as much as possible. Yeah, my time is a little bit limited, but I will try and get in here as much as I can. Again, I'll go through whatever people want to talk about. You want to talk about anything. It doesn't have to necessarily be bikes. Bike does tie in most of my life now. So,
But I think just different people from different groups, from like you say, over the other end of the road to the other end of the world, from I don't know, normal average Joe to someone big, someone famous, whoever you can get on.
Do you know what I think would be
The
good?
bigger group of people you can, the better.
Tom.
Which Tom?
Travel the world, Tom. Got rear-ended in
Oh
Argentina,
yeah,
Tom.
that boy, you could make a
20
whole
videos.
series of podcasts on just his stories alone.
From his little
'Cause he
CBF
has
125 Asbo days.
He comes back from somewhere, and within 2 days, he's like, "I'm going over there."
Well, it's like when he got back from.
You live. You live in the UK.
Where was it? Was it Argentina? He's been where he stayed after. I won't go through it because I'd like to get him on and have his story. Where was it that he
Yeah, it was
finished?
South America somewhere.
Somewhere in
wasn't it?
South America.
He stayed there forever.
He come back. He worked for 2 weeks and was like, right. Anyways, I'm off to New Zealand now.
He's currently there now.
I'm like, what?
And you see him on there. I've got a bike. I'm like,
he's got a bike, a quad. He's loving life. He's in a boat. He's drinking beer.
Tom's a good lad.
He's such a lovely lad. He really is. But I think he'd be wicked to get on because his insights and stuff he's done, seen, and explored all around the world is more than probably me and you would ever do.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. I think the different...
But he done it at the right age.
The more different people from different places you can get in, the better.
Yeah.
I think anyone. Big socials, small socials, photographers, bikers, whatever, whoever.
Yeah. No,
and talk about anything, like you say, it doesn't necessarily have to be about bikes. Bikes will always come back to bikes, but anything.
I think it's what brings us together is bikes. 9 times out of 10 is what brings us together. But the stories themselves are not necessarily just bike stories. They can be things, oh yeah, but by the way, did you know I done this last week? And then we can start talking about loads of different things. It doesn't have to be so fixed.
If people want to know things about, like I don't care, I'll talk about anything in my life that people want to know, I'll know about.
Yeah.
Like people with a following, if people want that history of that person, like anyone else on social media, what started your bike career? Why are you riding now? Where do you want to be riding in 5 years? You know,
yeah.
Anyone. I think if you put a cap on who you would have here, why? Just anyone.
It's got to be, for me, it's got to be relatable, it's got to be enjoyable, and it's got to be real. I don't want this robotic, has to be about this, has to be about that. Don't get me wrong, I do want to cover the topics of new news articles that are coming out this week for the bike scene, whether it's security, new bikes, big changes in the scene.
Yeah.
Like R1 being dropped and now it's apparently not being dropped.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
that means different things to different people, because if someone says to me, they're not making the R1 anymore, I go, cool.
But you say it to Cal and he's like on his hands and knees at MTL
like,
begging Yamaha to bring it out.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
But yeah, like I just don't get that. Whatever.
No, it'd be good. We'll get some different
people.
The
thing is, as soon as people start asking what they want to hear, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like what they want to hear, what they want to know. As soon as people start interjection in comments, in stories, what they want to know is when the podcast I think it will start taking off.
Potentially.
Hopefully. When people let you know what they want to know.
Fingers crossed.
Because then we don't have to plan, we're going to go through this today, or we're going to do this today. It's natural. People say, I want to know what made you buy an S1000RR after you bought the R1.
That is very fair. And that we can cover in another video.
Yeah, there you go. If people start commenting things like that, they can get covered.
On that topic, if anybody's got any questions about anything they want to hear, whether it's specific to a certain bike that we've got, stories that have happened, or just general queries, either relating to bikes or something about us and our sort of backgrounds.
Because if we don't know, someone we know will know.
Exactly. We've got enough connections to find something out. Then yeah, drop us a message. I'll leave our socials connected below. Drop a comment on this video. I'll read all the comments on the videos. And if you listen on Spotify, then, I don't know, drop me a message on Instagram or something. We'll work it out. We'll make sure that it gets asked. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you guys for watching or listening if you're on Spotify. And like I say, if you're new here, drop a subscribe, drop us a follow. We'll try and do these videos weekly, aiming for Tuesdays at 6 p.m. And yeah, other than that, thank you very much. And fingers crossed we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, see you soon.